In this video, I'm going to show you how to install an invisible zipper to a dress with lining. This can take some time, but I have a few tricks to make installing this invisible zipper look as good as possible. First, measure and mark where your zipper will end on the main fabric. Make sure the waist seams line up on both sides, then pin and sew from the marking to the hem of the skirt. Repeat on the lining fabric. Now take your zipper and flip it so that the right side of the zipper is facing the right side of the main fabric. Now we should see the teeth of the zipper facing upwards, which is the wrong side of the zipper. Pin the zipper in place. Using your invisible zipper foot, open the teeth of the zipper and sew as close to the teeth as possible. I find it helpful to sew slowly and in short sections, readjusting often. Sew as far down as you can go until you get to the area where you sewed the skirt together. Zip the zipper up to the top, find the waist seam and mark the other side of the zipper. Unzip the zipper, find the waist of the bodice and line it up to the marked section of the zipper. Flip the zipper outward so that the right side of the zipper is facing the right side of the fabric. Pin the zipper to the main fabric and double check that you flip the zipper the correct way. I'm sewing slowly, in short sections, always holding the teeth open and readjusting the fabric often. On the lining fabric, measure 1 centimeter away from the edge where the zipper will go and mark. Now match up the main lining to that 1 centimeter mark and pin. The right sides of the main fabric and lining fabric should be facing each other. Now about 4 inches away from the neckline edge, the lining fabric and main fabric will meet at the edge. Mark the fabric 5 millimeters away from the main fabric edge. This 5 millimeter marked line will be our guide to sew on. Using a regular zipper foot, sew with the main fabric facing up and on the marking 5 millimeters away from the main fabric edge. Now when we go to sew and finish the gap in the neckline and fold the fabric towards the lining side, everything will line up perfectly. Sew the neckline 3/8 inch away from the edge. I switched back to my regular presser foot for this. Hold the corner in place and turn right side out. I find it easiest to grab the corner on the right side of the fabric and hold while turning it right side out. The area where the neckline meets the zipper should be crisp and lay flat. Repeat on the other side. I left a small gap at the top to hand sew and iron hook. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and found it easy to follow. Remember to subscribe so that you stay updated with new sewing pattern releases.